morning to you, and it's so good to be in your company one more time this morning. Thank you so much for linking up with us. This is Good Morning Grenada, and of course Msy.Chrissy in your company, Gary, Mr. Smooth as well. Good morning to you, Gary.
Good morning to you, Missy. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Good morning Grenada for yet another day. It's Tuesday, and great to be alive. Great to be back with you, Missy. How you been?
I've been good, chilling. I had a very chilled day yesterday.
Good for you.
Yeah, chilled. And I mean, of course I got some things done, but it was a nice, slow-paced day. You know, I haven't seen those in a while, so that's good. I'm grateful.
All right.
For everything. Yeah, man. What about you?
Well, very much on the opposite. Very busy day yesterday. Got a lot done. Got some sleep last night. Could never have been enough. I'm back here. Could do with another hour or two of sleep, but you know.
Listen, a little hot sun nap does hit nice, you know.
Sometimes. 30-minute, cat nap.
Listen, yeah, boy. When that sun real hot at midday, I ain't gonna lie, that heat does just throw you and just fall asleep for a little bit.
Just knock you out.
Yeah, one of those things of working from home.
One of the perks.
Indeed. Y'all, 24 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and of course we have a great show lined up for you all the way until 8 this morning. So we're going to start you off with the word for the day. The word for the day is titivate. Titivate. Titivate means to make someone or something neater or more attractive, and is a synonym of spruce up. Titivate is spelled Titivate. Titivate. That's a real good word to use in Scrabble, boy.
Yeah.
You know, that V gon' give you some points.
Sounds like a word we've grown up using. You would oftentimes hear someone say, what kind of titivation you're bringing?
Yes.
But that seems to be an entirely different meaning, right?
Yes.
So
no, it's kind of the same thing.
It's kind of the same. But
titivation is like, is like a lot of thing. So in a sense, you're sprucing up the thing extra. I mean, I feel like it's still in context.
Yeah, because I always interpreted titivation to mean something like negative.
Well, I don't know if it's something negative. It depends on the context, you know? Yeah.
It's just because somebody would always say it in frustration.
Yes.
Titivation.
Yeah, like a lot of things.
But here you go today with the word titivate. Now you can contextualize it.
Exactly. Now we know it's actually a word, because some of these things we say, we're like, how do you spell this? Yeah. So let's use titivate in a sentence.
Titivation was.
Which one?
Titivation. Maybe titivation may not exist as a word in and of itself, but it might have derived from titivate.
Yeah. Well, let's see if, you could look it up in the meantime if titivation is a word. You know what I mean?
You know what we Grenadians do?
Yeah, you can check it and see. Let's use titivate in a sentence though. Her morning routine includes a few minutes spent titivating in front of the mirror. I think we definitely use that word in context. Locally. Were you able to see if titivation is a thing?
Right now.
Huh?
Typing it in right now.
Okay. Yeah, man, that was your word for the day. Titivate. Try to use that one. Yeah, for sure. Is it a word?
Hold on, I'm opening it up here.
Well, how long it taking you to do this thing?
Yeah, actually it is. It says titivation is a noun. Titivation.
Nice. So there you go. And of course, titivate is the verb form of that word there, right?
It says sprucing up, making decorative additions to titivation.
Excellent. There we go. We learned a whole word for today. And let's move it over into our thought for the day.
Yeah, let's get into it, family. Thought for today. The joy that compassion brings is is the best kept secrets of humanity. Once again, the joy that compassion brings to one is the best kept secrets of society, one of the best kept. It is a secret known only to very few people, a secret that has to be rediscovered over and over again. Amanda Super. So my friends, try a little compassion today. All right?
Yeah, for sure. I think if there's one of those lessons that came out of that pandemic period, I think last year was like learning even more compassion and just expanding those muscles, you know? Like, I think 2020 was patience.
Yeah.
2021 was compassion.
There you go. I like how you put it.
You know, truthfully, because I think when you see, well, for me, just knowing how much I was going through and then also realizing how much some other people were going through, but also still showing up, you know, like showing up at work and showing up in relationships and friendships and, you know, still pushing through, and no one knows exactly, like no one knows what you've been going through. That definitely allowed me to be even more compassionate, you know?
Try some compassion.
Try some compassion, like it's a little potion.
Actually, that's a song we've grown up singing in song, you know.
Really?
I can't remember how the song goes, but we used to sing that in church.
Try a little kindness. I know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
It was kindness.
Same thing. Oh, gosh.
Compassion is a little bit too complicated of a word for that song, Gary.
Yeah, that reminds me of that song.
Right.
We grew up singing in school and church.
Makes sense.
The kindness.
Yeah, man. Fair enough. So, tell us, how are you teasing our brains this morning with this riddle?
Got a very interesting riddle this morning and fun one for that matter. All right, let's get into it. Ready? Mm-hmm. David is 5 years old. Fred is 4 years old. Alina is also 5 years old. Daniel is 6 years old. Valentina is 9. How old is Ronnie? Wrap your mind around this a little bit and let's take some phone calls. Let's find out if you can unravel this riddle here this morning. David is 5 years old. Fred is 4 years old. Alina is also 5 years old. Daniel, however, is 6 years old. Valentina, on the other hand, is 9. How old is Ronnie?
Yeah. And Ronnie is spelled Ronnie for those of you who are locked in via radio.
Figure this thing out. Mm-hmm. All right.
And I just gave you a hint. 435-2041. That's the number right here. You can see if you can solve this riddle that Gary has presented in front of us today. Yeah, man.
Pretty interesting riddle this morning. It's easy when you figure it out. Getting to figure it out is going to probably be the tricky part, but pretty easy at the same time. Let's take your phone calls. Don't forget, those of you on the Facebook Live, let's get this sharing happening right now. Hit that share button and let's get you in on the live right about now. Good morning to you once again, wherever you are. Some of you are in the diaspora. I know quite a few of the Facebook viewers and listeners are from the diaspora. So great to have you guys. Rock and come in. Welcome. It's Good Morning Grenada.
Indeed. Good morning to you. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
So, where are you calling us from?
From Woburn.
Woburn in the building.
Yes.
So, tell us, what's the answer to this riddle this morning?
Is Ronnie 6 years old?
How are you figuring that out?
Well, I'm
Ronnie could be 6.
I'm counting the letters.
Why are you counting the letters?
Because I find the others sound as a count.
Sounds like you're a good mathematician.
Yeah.
That's absolutely correct.
Okay, then.
Yes. Thank you so much. You're telling us your name, so if we see you today, we know who we given the bragging rights to.
Okay, Samuel Webster.
Samuel Webster. Thank you so much for calling. Anybody you want to shout out before you go?
Well, all the teachers, wonderful teachers. I did teaching for 37 years.
Wow. That's longer than I've been alive.
Oh.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Okay, then.
All right, take care, Mr. Webster.
Bye-bye.
All right, there you have it. So, absolutely correct.
6, indeed. Congratulations, and I hope you guys didn't Google the answer, but yeah, congratulations.
Nah, he sounded like he actually counted, I think.
Good morning to Lydia Cameron. She says, good morning, Grenada. We have lost an icon in Calypso by the name of Mr. Tenor, better known as Mello from the parish of Grenville in St. Andrew. Indeed. We do, of course, send condolence to the family, friends, and community members where Mr. Tenor resided. All right?
Indeed, our condolences out to family and friends and all loved ones.
Yes, indeed. All right, we're moving on in the morning time. We have a lot to talk about. We have an interview a bit later on as well. We're going to delve into that. I'm sure you're going to find that interview to be rather informative, and we're going to get into that. Also, we have some topics we're going to brush over this morning.
Indeed, and it's 6:45. That time check has come to you. Compliments Grace Foods.
Grill Master invites you to its new dining experience. Middle Eastern grill food, appetizers, salads, and Grenada's finest local cuisines. Join us for local breakfast, lunch, or dinner. At Grill Master, dine and feel the aroma of Middle Eastern spices blended with fresh local herbs and spices. Taste and feel the Caribbean mixed with Damascus and Beirut cooking styles. All Middle Eastern menu items available for free delivery. That's right, free for Middle Eastern menu orders over $50. Delivery available throughout St. George's every day, including Sunday and public holidays between 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Book your table or place your free delivery order at 439-3737, 439-7733. WhatsApp number 423-3737. Caribbean, Middle Eastern cuisine. So tasty. Grill Master, second to none.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
The passing of Queen Elizabeth II is already bringing about changes as the new head of state, her son, King Charles III, assumes the throne. Top officials within the government of Grenada ushered the reign of King Charles through the signing of a declaration on Monday. Rena Pierre-Thomas has the latest developments.
Grenada has joined the rest of the Commonwealth in affirming its commitment to do what is necessary for the ascension to the throne by King Charles III as head of state. This comes as Grenada's Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell and Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile La Grenade signed a declaration on Monday morning.
Whereas it hath pleased Almighty God to call to his mercy our late sovereign, Lady Queen Elizabeth II, of blessed and glorious memory, by whose decease the crown is solely and rightfully come to the high and mighty Prince Charles Philip Arthur George. We, therefore, Cecile Ellen Fleuret La Grenade, Governor General of Grenada, Honorable Deacon Amos Thomas Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, assisted by other members of the Houses of Parliament and citizens here present, do now hereby, with one voice and consent of town and heart, publish and proclaim that the sovereign of happy and glorious memory, become our only lawful and rightful Lord Charles III, by the grace of God, King of Grenada and of his other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth, to whom we acknowledge all faith and constant obedience with all hearty and humble affection, beseeching God, by whom all kings and queens do reign, to bless the royal King Charles III with long and happy years to reign over us.
Prime Minister Mitchell and Dame Cecile also paid tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, expressing their condolences on her passing through the signing of the condolence book for the late Queen. Members of Cabinet, along with Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin, also signed the book on Monday morning at the GG's residence. Her Majesty's Queen Elizabeth passed on Thursday, 8 September. Her last visit to Grenada was the year 1996. For GBN News, I'm Rena Pett-Thomas reporting.
Education on the Constitution needs to be done before any reformation can be done. That is the belief of the Independent Caucus for Constitution Reform. We get the details from Beverly Tellisford.
Education before reform, say some members of an organization solely dedicated to Grenada's constitution reform process. Grenada's constitution, which dates back to 1973, was reinstated in 1991 with amendments through to 1992. Representatives from the Independent Caucus for Constitution Reform, ICCR, appeared on GBN's To The Point program on Monday. The ICCR is a voluntary organization of concerned citizens focused on constitutional governance in Grenada. It is devoted to advance the understanding, respect, and reforms to and for the Constitution through public discourse. Executive of the group, Cassandra Mitchell, gave an overview of their agenda.
Started approximately 3+ years ago. The concept of the organization or the grouping was created because over the years, when we had consultations with stakeholders, one of the things that we noticed is that many times it was always the same suspects in the room. And when, as you are aware, Grenada had 2 referenda where the people decided that they were going to leave the Constitution as is. And during the course of the consultations around the referenda processes, again, we met several times in different forums, on different platforms. And looking at some of the reports and some of the factors surrounding the results of the referenda, we decided that why not form a group of volunteers, citizens, who are concerned about constitutional reform, taking into concern.
Another executive member of ICCR is Beverly St. Clair. She said the aim is to have Grenadians understand the Constitution before any reformation can be made.
The Constitution, as a group, we have looked at it, and there are things in it that definitely need to change. But we cannot have meaningful reform except people know and understand what is in the Constitution. And that is our aim, education, which will lead to reformation of the Constitution. Because it doesn't really work in all aspects for us in its current form, because we're in a different time, in a different era, when different things are happening, and a lot of what is there really doesn't work for us today. So there are things that need to change, but the ICCR would like to see people knowledgeable about the Constitution so we as a nation can know what we want, and when it is time we make the changes accordingly so that it can work for us and for future generations.
A constitution can be defined as a body of fundamental principles or established precedents, according to which a state or other organization is acknowledged to be governed. For GBN News, Beverly Tellisford.
Holistic development and growth are being witnessed as several inmates at His Majesty's Prison attained distinctions in this year's CSEC exams. More in this report.
Inmates who sat the recent CSEC exams registered a 78% pass rate. It's signed that the Correctional Center is helping inmates not only through rehabilitation, but by acquiring education as well. Speaking at a recent prison visit by the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, Commissioner of Prisons Rupert Nichols said the prison had assisted a number of inmates to attain both academic and vocational qualifications. He says it's time the facility reflects a name change.
The level of training that we went through, now most of the facilities are correctional facilities. We're getting rid of this word prison because within the walls of the institution is more based on rehabilitation. Hence the reason why I'm happy to report for the academic year 2021 to 2022, we recently got the results of exams and the prison had a 78% pass rate in CXC. We had 2 inmates and 2 females that got distinctions in the areas of human and social biology and principle of business.
Nichols notes that the Empower program has had a significant impact on the recidivism rate, so much so that they are now putting systems in place to make the program mandatory.
Program here at the prison, in terms of rehabilitation, the statistics have shown that persons within the facility who are actively involved in the programs, only 20% of persons return to prison. On the contrary, persons who came to prison and did not took part in such program, 80% return to prison and only 20% remains out.
Nichols added that a more professional approach is what's needed for rehabilitation.
Gone are the days and years when warrants come from the court and said that X person is sentenced to 10 years hard labor, 20 years hard labor. Now is more professional touches that we have to do to prepare persons for reintegration, counseling, anger management, skills, academics, that these programs have been handed down in the sentencing of inmates, both at the magistrate court and at the Supreme Court.
The Empower program, an all-male program, features a prison component where the young men are taught life skills and direct skills training to earn CVQ certification in varying areas of interest. This year, 25 young men are enlisted. The focus areas are electrical, AC refrigeration, and general agriculture. Christina John, GBN News.
The Board of Directors of the River Sally Cooperative Credit Union has just responded to Friday's industrial action. Workers of the River Sally Credit Union downed tools Friday morning, seeking the support of the public as they call for the Board of Directors to sign an MOU agreed upon in 2021. In a press release, the board noted that the credit union is facing extreme challenges, which their members and staff are well informed about. Thus, they found the actions taken as quite unfortunate and regrettable. The release stated that the COVID-19 pandemic compounded a number of management and governance issues faced by the credit union, which significantly affected their financial performance. Despite this, the credit union's board of directors says all staff have been kept, afforded salary increases and other benefits, including bonuses. According to the press release, while the board has seen sight of a draft MOU, they have seen no evidence of any previous due process or approval to finalize an agreement. Having identified this and other issues concerning the collective bargaining agreement for staff, the board says it advised the union of the current regulatory restrictions that will prohibit them from engaging in any contractual arrangement at this time that can possibly place members' deposits at further risk.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel. Available only at Rubis stations.
Solar lights are back in stock and will be available for purchase at Southern Electrical. Here is a list of the solar lights that we offer. 200 to 300 watt intelligent floodlights with camera, 300 to 500 watt solar street lights, 60, 100, 200 and 500 RGB solar floodlights, 100, 200, 300, 500 and 800 solar floodlights, solar garden lights, 25, 40, 60, 100 and 200 watt solar floodlights, 3, 7 and 10 watt solar wall lights, motion center garden lights, motion sensor floodlights, 30, 60 and 90 watt solar street lights with accessories, 5 watt solar wall lamps, 40 and 60 solar street lights, and 100 and 300 solar floodlights with battery power display. Now available at Southern Electrical, Dusty Highway, St. George. Visit our showroom today.
Following the passing of founder and chairman Gordon Butch Stewart in January 2021, the Sandals Foundation, in a move to preserve and honor his legacy, announced the intention to create a scholarship to serve the company's team members. And so they welcomed donations to further that vision. 5 months later, the scholarship was launched with a call for applications, and to date has now awarded 5 recipients, which now includes a Grenadian. Christina John has that story.
Definitely encourage persons to have a vision board. You're always being told to have goals, but what we forget is how are we going to fuel the goals?
That was Jennifer Laltu Greenidge, one of 2 individuals to receive the prestigious Gordon Butch Stewart Tourism, Hospitality and Service Scholarship, courtesy of the Stewart family, Sandals Foundation and Sandals Resort International through its Sandals Corporate University, the SCU. Jennifer is a weddings manager at Sandals Grenada. She is the lone Grenadian to be awarded, the other being Jamaican. Still in awe and appreciative for this investment in her future, Laltu Greenidge reflects on the impactful interview she had prior to learning she was a recipient.
As why should you receive this scholarship? What have you done? But it wasn't. It was very eye-opening. It was a bit emotional too, to be honest. But it was very simple questions that I had you. It was more of quality and characteristic and future goals and everything. So it was a different interview, so to say, for these things. So when I was called into because I was on vacation, when I got the news, I was calling. So with weddings, right, you plan a lot of surprises. So I had my turns. I was calling to assist with something, and then the news was popped. So it was somewhat emotional for me, very humbling first and foremost. But it's just an honor.
Laltu Greenidge will pursue a bachelor's in hospitality and events management at the Florida International University. She vows to remain focused, consistent, and on top of her game. She says she is ready for the task ahead.
It's full-time school. I've selected to do it online so that I can maintain the balance of work at the same time, But I'm more than prepared. I'm willing mentally, emotionally, physically to take that step. I mean, it's a temporary step for a long-term accomplishment.
This is Sandals Resorts International's second batch of Gordon Butch Stewart Tourism, Hospitality and Service Scholarship recipients. Christina John, GBN News.
Congratulations, Ms. Greenidge. Meanwhile, Public Relations Manager at Sandals Resort, Grenada, DeLeon Forrester, speaks of another award. This time, it's an award earned by the resort.
The World Travel Awards were announced, and again, Sandals Grenada received the accolade since opening of this resort. We have been rewarded by the World Travel Awards as Grenada's leading resort. So we're happy that we were able to maintain that title. And another special title that we've won this time for the second year in a row is the Caribbean leading luxury all-inclusive resort.
Forrester says these types of accolades continue to put the resort on the world stage. She attributes such achievement to the services provided and what she calls the extra Grenadian touch.
Contributing factor, I would say from my point of view, is firstly the quality of the product itself and what we offer our guests as a luxury all-inclusive resort, from the quality of the food at any of our 10 restaurants or our 4 bars, the quality of brands that we associate.
I want to be free as can be.
They say that freedom is the ability to fully experience life. The GUT Credit Union is giving you the freedom to choose. Get a loan for any purpose, whether it's consolidating your debt, buying a vehicle, owning your home, back to school, or a dream vacation. We offer competitive rates with terms and payments that fit your lifestyle. Call 440-1354. Email loans@gutcu.com or visit go.gutcu.com/freedom to start enjoying your life, your money, your way. Promotion ends September 30th, 2022. Special conditions apply. More freedom, more choices. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
As GBN brings you coverage of this year's Hero CPL, there will be some adjustments to our programming lineup. On Tuesday 13th and Wednesday 14th September 2022, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN TV News will be at 6 p.m. and repeated right after the CPL match. Transitions will be rebroadcast after the GBN News repeat. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere with sports coverage.
This could be out. Brilliant catch. What a stunning catch.
The biggest party in sports, the Caribbean Premier League, is back and live on GBN television. Capture the energy, excitement, and euphoria of the beloved game. 34 matches, 6 teams, only one to be crowned champion. The action starts August 31st and runs until September 30th. Live on GBN television and K105.5 and 105.9. It's no carnival, but you will enjoy the mass.
And you're kidding me! You are kidding me!
GBN's broadcast of the Hero CPL is made possible by Republic Bank. We're the one for you. Habats, National Lotteries Authority, Demerara Mutual Life, Grenlec, Kenish Trucking, Webisco and Bermudas, Consumers Guarantee Insurance, and Had-On Plus.
When we touch, I walk connect. Say this love, I know regret.
8 minutes after 7 o'clock. Thank you for, locking in with us. This is Good Morning Grenada. Msy.Chrissy and Gary, Mr. Smooth, your host. And we are here live on GBN TV as well as K105.5 FM and Hot 98 FM. Thank you so much. And listen, we have some guests in studio with us today. They are going to be telling us about the conversions. You've heard us talking about giving you some announcements over the last few days as it relates to Republic Bank and their, transition with new cards. So we have representatives from the bank, Miss Mavis McBurney, as well as Mr. Kurt McFarlane, and they're here to talk to us about the conversion of the bank's banking platform, which takes place on November 1st. Now, today we'll be talking about the new Republic Bank International debit card. So tell us, welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Msy.Chrissy, and good morning to your listeners and viewers.
Good morning.
Thank you so much. And of course, Mavis McBurney is the General Manager of Operations, acting. And we have Kurt McFarlane, Manager of the Head Office. All right. So thank you so much for joining us today. Now, we will be talking about the new Republic Bank International Debit Card. How can customers get their hands on one and some of the changes taking place for customers in regard to this product? So let's talk conversion. So Mavis, I mean, you were with us a few weeks ago. Tell me a little bit more about the new Republic Bank International Debit Card. What are some of the features that your customers can expect?
Thank you, Chrissy. Our new international debit card is finally here. And I'm excited to say it brings with it exciting new features. Our customers can now conduct online transactions. Yes, online transactions. Anytime, anywhere. Customers can buy groceries, they can pay their bills, they can shop online with flexibility and convenience. And our customers can actually use their Republic Bank international debit cards at ATMs and point-of-sale terminals where the Visa logo is displayed. And that's locally, regionally, and internationally. And locally, of course, we have our expansive network of 19 ATMs, the most extensive on the island. And the cards can be used at our local ATMs, other banks' ATMs, and terminals. So that's just a tidbit of the exciting features that is coming to our customers.
Okay, so just to clarify, I mean, there's the banking platform and there's the debit card. So those are two separate things, or they're all in one?
That's two separate things. That's correct.
Okay. Now tell us, where can customers collect their new Republic Bank International debit card, and how will they be notified as to when it's time for them to collect it?
Yes. Actually, our card collection started last week, September 5th. That was last Monday. Customers of Republic House, Melville Street, Wharf, and Sutiers can collect their new Republic Bank International debit cards Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at our Republic Bank branch at Grand Dance upstairs, where it is commonly known as the Steeles Complex. From yesterday, September 12th, card collection started for customers of our Grenville and Sutiers branches, and these customers can collect their international debit cards 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Grenville branch. And of course, we have Carrico. We have not forgotten our Carrico customers. Your cards will be ready for collection the week of October 3rd, again, Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And something I want to point out here, while you can collect your card from your respective branches, please note that customers from any of our branches can also pop in at our Grand Dance branch, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. to collect their cards if it turns out that this is more convenient to them.
Understood. So they're coming to any of your branches. The question is, what do they need to walk with? Do they have to walk with anything in particular as they collect their new international debit card from Republic Bank?
All that is required is a valid form of identification to collect your card. So this can be your passport, your driver's license, your national ID card. Anyone will be accepted.
Okay. And Kurt, tell us, will the new Republic Bank International debit card function any differently from any of the previous ones?
Thank you for this question, Missy, and good morning again to our listeners and viewers. So yes, when compared to your current ATM card, the new debit card will function differently. For example, when conducting ATM transactions, you will now be prompted to select your account type, whether savings or checking. It's definitely important for customers to know their account type, and we will provide this information to them in due course. Another example is the ATM card can now function only at a Republic Bank ATM, whereas the debit card will work at any ATM and point-of-sale machine where Visa cards are accepted.
Excellent. Well, that's good. That's good news for your customers. I mean, tell us, can they also use their debit cards right away, or is there some sort of period until it's activated?
Yes, you mentioned it. So unfortunately, the new debit card will not work right away, but it will be activated at the time of conversion on November 1st. At the same time, the customer's current ATM cards will no longer work. So until that time, customers can continue to use their current cards at the ATM.
Okay, so this period is really just distribution and letting people get accustomed to the new cards, and then their old cards will no longer be functioning on the 1st, but the new cards will then get into play. So that's what it is.
That new card in a safe place until that conversion day on November 1st.
Excellent. Well, that's good that you're planning ahead and making sure that distribution rolls out in good time for your customers. What about new customers who may say, hey, I want to jump on and get this new international debit card? Is that something that they can do in this period, or they need to wait until the 1st of November?
Yes, they can actually collect their new debit cards now. So if we open an account for you as a new customer, we'll give you an ATM card so you can access your account during this time. And we'll also offer you a new debit card, which you will hold until that conversion day.
Okay. And for existing customers, will they maintain their same account number, or, anything else will change as a result?
Yes. So our customers' account numbers will change, and the new debit card will be linked to the new account numbers. Right? So we'll soon be reaching out to all of our customers to provide them with the new account numbers and the new account type.
Wow, okay. Now I understand why you're making sure and taking time to have that process rolled out. Now, what about those customers who have accounts at the 2 branches that have already been converted? So we're talking Grandance and Halifax Street, and accounts at the legacy branches. Will these customers also get a new Republic Bank International debit card?
Yes, that's a great question, and thank you for the opportunity to provide some clarity here. So customers who already have an account at our Halifax and Grandance branches and already have a debit card will not require another debit card, right? We can simply add a new account number to the existing Republic Bank debit card. For example, if a customer of Republic House has an account at our Grandance branch, so Republic House is the one at the start of the Maurice Bishop Highway, and Grandance is the one near Food Fair. Right? So if you have an account at both these branches and you already have a debit card, we will simply add the Republic House account numbers to the existing debit card. It is important, therefore, for the customers to note that they will not have access to the funds on the new account, as in the example there for the Republic House branch account, until the conversion on November 1st. So meanwhile, they will continue to have access to the account at Halifax Street and Grandance on the same card. And once we go live on November 1st, they will then get access to all of their accounts, whichever branch they have the accounts at. I know customers were eagerly awaiting this moment, and finally it is here. So when customers come to collect their cards, our team will be asking them whether they have an account. We will also verify whether they have an account at the 2 branches, Halifax and Grandance. And all we have to do at that stage is simply add the new account numbers to the existing card.
Well, that sounds like an exciting time for your team as well as your customers in this entire transition process, conversion, I should say, with accounts as well as cards being converted. And Mavis, you're with us as well. What should customers do in preparation for this process?
Kurt mentioned customers receiving a new account number. And so we want all our customers to take note of that new account number and card details when they receive them. So while your new account number will not be activated until we go live on November 1st, it is important for you to advise anyone with whom you regularly conduct banking transactions, and I want you to listen very carefully. Advise anyone, so that would be your employer who sends salaries, pensioners, anyone who sends you funds regularly, and that could be via wire transfers as well. You need to advise them about the change to your account number so we could have a seamless process.
Okay, that makes sense. Will customers need a new personal identification number, so the PIN number, in order to use their new international debit card?
It's not mandatory to change your PIN. Customers can opt to select a new PIN or retain their current PIN.
Okay.
It's all up to the customer.
And what about the expiration period? Is that going to change on the new card as well?
Yes. Our cards will now expire. The new international debit card will now expire 5 days from the date of receipt.
5 days, you said?
years.
5 years. I'm sorry.
I was about to say 5 days. Wow.
5 years.
Every week
I
have to come to the bank. Okay, 5 years. That's a really nice long period. That means we're on the standard of being international for sure. So that's excellent. And do customers need to surrender their current one cards in order to collect their new international debit card?
No, this is not necessary. We want to make this exercise as easy as possible. So customers will only need to walk with valid identification, which I mentioned earlier, to collect their new international debit card. That's all we're asking them to walk with. Valid ID, and they're good to go.
Nice. So if you lost it, you can't find it somewhere, you're absolutely fine, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Or do they need to report if it's been lost or stolen, though?
Well, in the normal course of business, yes, you will need to report it so that we can do the necessary internal procedures to put a freeze or a block on it. But to come to collect your new international debit card, no, you do not need to walk with it.
Now, Kurt, I know that, there are some people who may be off island or unable to get to the bank. Is it something where someone can collect a new international debit card on someone's behalf?
Yes, if customers are unable to collect their new debit card in person, we will make arrangements to assist them. Right, so customers can contact their respective branches for further information on this one.
Okay, so just give the bank a call.
Yes,
and can you
we're going to take it from there.
Okay, and can you tell us the number?
Our number is 444-2265. We will be providing our cell phone numbers in due course in the event that customers would like to get direct contact with our card team.
Another number.
So the number for the time being is 444-2265.
Okay, great. Mavis, you were saying something as well?
Right. Another number they can call is 440-4725.
Okay. And what about customers who live abroad and, of course, unable to collect their card in person? What would be some of the options for them to collect this new international debit card with Republic?
Yes, so we also have arrangements in place to issue and ship the debit cards to overseas customers at the bank's expense, subject to customers' authorization and verification. So there's a process that we're going to put in place. Once the customers make contact with us, there are forms that they would have to sign and so forth. And once all of that is authenticated, we will proceed to issue and ship the cards to the overseas address. So customers may contact the branch at the numbers that we gave a moment ago, 444-2265 or 440-4725, or they can email us at conversionteam@republicgrenada.com for further details of this process.
Well, that's good that you're thinking about all customers that you have and how to reach them all and giving them such a good time period in order to have a smooth conversion process. So I applaud the bank for doing so. What about, because we've been largely talking about personal accounts, I'm sure. What about sole traders? Will they also be issued a Republic Bank international debit card for their accounts?
Yes. So traders can obtain an international debit card on their accounts. And the same process would apply. They could attend our collection centers to do so, or they can contact their branches to find out how. But it's just as easy as the personal customers.
Okay. Anything else you wanted to tell us? I don't know if you want to give us a little bit more detail on the new banking platform. I know Mavis teased us a little bit on some of the features that would be available.
Yes, well, our new banking platform comes with a lot of new features. One of it, we're going to give you a sneak peek into it, is our new internet banking platform, right? And we're going to have a follow-up session to give you some more insights into that. So customers can look forward to some exciting new features, such as you can sit at your desk and transfer funds to any other bank in Grenada or in the Eastern Caribbean. Right, so that's just one of it, and in our subsequent session like this, you're going to hear more about that. So look forward to great things coming from Republic Bank.
That sounds fantastic.
I also want to take the...
Go ahead.
Sorry, you go ahead, Missy.
No, I was just commenting on how great it was. So you can always continue to add more information for us. No problem. The floor is yours, Kurt.
Yes. So it seems we're getting close to our closing, right? So I just want to take the opportunity here to urge our customers to collect their debit cards now and do not wait until the last minute, right? Our card distribution teams are ready to serve you. So please collect your card now to avoid inconvenience later. Remember, your current ATM will stop working on the weekend of October 28th, right? So between October 28th and the 31st, your current ATM card will no longer work, and you would need your new debit card in order to make ATM withdrawals, point-of-sale purchases, or to shop online. Right, so just a quick reminder that the cards can be collected at our main distribution center at the Grandans location, which is upstairs or the Steels Complex building near Food Fair. Our operating hours are Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And for customers of Grenville and Satires, as Mavis mentioned before, they can also collect at our Grenville branch. From yesterday, we started distributing there at Grenville. And coming soon to our Carriacou location, customers will be able to collect at Carriacou branch from October 3rd. Yeah, it doesn't mean that any customer who is on island at the moment cannot collect at the main distribution center. So we encourage our customers again to do so as soon as possible. Thank you.
And you mentioned the starting date. Is it that there is no end date, or there's a strict end date as to when they can collect those cards at the various branches?
Well, for customers not to be inconvenienced, that end date for them will be the October 28th. Right, so which is the Friday just before conversion. It doesn't mean that we will not continue to issue cards for customers who were not able to make it during this period. But at that stage, customers may be very much inconvenienced by not being able to access their accounts. So that's the reason we're encouraging them to do so before that date of October.
And we actually have a question here, if you don't mind. This person is asking if the new cards is for both previous Republic Bank customers as well as previous Scotiabank customers.
Yeah, so, our previous Scotiabank customers would have already, for the most part, collected their debit cards. So this is being targeted towards our other 6 branches, and it's our Carriacou, Satires, Republic House, Melville Street, Wharf branches.
Okay.
So, yeah, I hope that clarifies the question.
Thank you so much. Yes. Mavis, any final words before we go?
Oh, yeah, sure. We want to take this opportunity to remind customers that we will never ask them for their password details or any information of this nature when reaching out to them. So take note of that. And if perchance you are in doubt, reach out and contact our branches. Our effort here is to encourage you to come in and collect your new international debit card. And should you have any additional questions, as Kurt indicated, email us at conversion@rfhl.com. That's conversion@rfhl.com, or call us at 440-4725. We are also on social media, so I encourage you to visit our Facebook, our Twitter pages, our website, and catch up on any notices that you may have missed. Come on board and be part of the experience. Msy.Chrissy, I hope you're doing that, right?
Yeah, well, I'll have to come and get my card because, I'm one of those who I can't find my old card. Because I barely use it.
Okay, so
I just come
you don't have a problem, Msy.Chrissy. I'm hoping to see you at the Grandlands Distribution Center very, very soon.
Indeed. Thank you so much for the information, though. I think, explaining it through definitely gave us some light on the entire process. And I think it's absolutely fantastic that this international debit card is coming on stream. So congratulations to you and your team on that one.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great one. And of course, thanks for joining us. We had Mavis and Kurt there from the Republic Bank team telling us about the conversions of into the new international debit card. Stay with us. We have more Good Morning Grenada when we come back.
to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
As GBN brings you coverage of this year's Hero CPL, there will be some adjustments to our programming lineup. On Tuesday 13th and Wednesday 14th September 2022, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN TV News will be at 6 p.m. and repeated right after the CPL match. Transitions will be rebroadcast after the GBN News repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with sports coverage.
I'm not catching. I'm up West and feet. I just want it. Happiness. If I program my business, I'll show you go bright. All I care for the night. Happiness. If I program my business, I'll show you go bright. All I care for the night.
Welcome back. 28 minutes on to 8 o'clock right there. Listen, for this song, Gary, I used to be singing happiness instead of happiness. Where's Gary? Gary?
I'm right here.
Oh, yeah, I've been talking to myself, Jed.
yeah, sorry for that. But no, you're not alone.
Yeah, I thought I used to say happiness.
I still sing happiness. I still say that.
But it's actually happiness.
Yeah.
You know, you live, you learn, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but when I saw the title of the song, I was like, really? Could have fooled me.
Right? I'm still learning from songs like Buju songs and old school dancehall songs. I used to sing different things when I was younger.
Yeah. Welcome to the school. Yeah, welcome to the school.
I guess as your vocabulary expands as well, you realize that it's probably not that word. And then also when you understand the context of songs, because, you know, when you're younger, you're probably really digging some of the context, you know?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes in a desperate plea or attempt to sing along, you just go with whatever songs what they're saying.
Yeah, man, go with the flow.
Yeah.
Go with the flow indeed. And it looks like Karani is doing a fantastic job.
He's going with the flow.
Yeah, definitely.
Congratulations to Karani, placed second. I think that was his final race for the year. After a victory at the Diamond League, he took part in the 2022 World Athletics Continental Tour, where he placed second. Of course, South African Wade van Niekerk defeated him with a season best of 44.33 seconds to win the men's 400. All right, Kirani clocked 44.38 seconds.
Wow, that is close.
That was a fast race.
Ooh.
Yeah.
44.33 was Wade and 44.38.
8 seconds.
So you're talking 0.05 second difference.
Fingernail difference.
Ooh, that is hard.
Let me tell you something.
That's tough.
Kirani brings the heat all the time.
Whew.
Let's keep in mind, he's also suffering from Graves' disease. All right? And I'll leave that right there. Congratulations to Kirani, and what a 2022 season it has been. We look forward to 2023.
Indeed. And at 30 years old, man, he just remember
put
he
that
just
in perspective.
Yeah, he just turned 30 12 days ago.
It's
so
almost hard to imagine that Kirani has gotten this old, because we've been following Kirani since he was 16, maybe 14 for some of you. And now it's a testament and a realization of how old we are.
Why are you always going there? Like, I don't understand. Why?
I mean, it's been that long since we've been following Kirani.
I don't know why people are so conscious, like self-conscious about their age.
It's been almost 15 years. Almost 15 years has lapsed.
You know, it's so funny because you're talking about that. I'm not even thinking about myself and my age. I'm thinking that he has now just dedicated the majority of his life to athletics, and to being on the world stage and performing at such a high standard, and that is amazing.
That is absolutely amazing. But 15 years has flown by so quickly. Jeez. I remember sitting in at the stadium looking at Kirani, this not protege necessarily, but this rising star. Along with Rondell Bartholomew, they trade in places, they're doing their thing. Then he has, stormed onto the international field, and 15 years later, we are here talking about it.
Yeah, wow. That's a blessing. It's kind of reminding me of the Serena Williams vibes that we mentioned a few days ago. So yeah, cheers to Kirani James, King James, the Jaguar, doing his thing there on the world stage. I'm gonna just touch the birthday greetings real quick. Happy birthday to Miss Ruthlyn from St. John of Grand Mall. Oh, Ruthlyn St. John is her name. I'm so sorry there. Ruthlyn St. John of Grand Mall, and wishing you a lovely day. Those greetings are coming from Miss P from River Road. Big up to Miss P. She seems to have a lot of greetings, so that's fantastic that you're recognizing people there. All right. So yeah, we can continue. What else is popping?
Once again, good morning to our friends in St. Vincent. You guys still coming to terms with that fatal accident not too long ago. Master Control, you could run the image, if you will, in the background as we speak. Master Control is going to run an image of the vehicle, the van, being towed from the scene. But indeed, what a tragic incident that was. So our hearts once again goes out to the family and St. Vincent and the whole. We hope that you guys find solace and get over this as soon as you can. And words can't express really, the grief and the sadness and that cloud that has been placed above St. Vincent right about now over that incident. We've gone through similar occurrences in the past, so we very well understand how that can play out. So stay strong, guys. 5 persons died. Another 4 persons are said to be in critical condition at the hospital. That's the latest we've got so far out of St. Vincent. But just wanted to once again reach out to the folks over there. Man, our neighbors,
Indeed, condolences to our brothers and sisters out there in St. Vincent, and really wishing that all those who are recovering in hospital, that we wish you a safe recovery. That is definitely sad.
Yeah, very sad indeed. On a lighter note, though, congratulations to Tyler Smith. Seems to be making a lot of progress in getting his prosthetic leg. It seems like the community and Grenada answered the call to help this young kid accomplish his dream of becoming an athlete, and having a prosthetic limb. So things are looking up to him. So congratulations to Tyler Smith, and thanks indeed to all those who have given support financially and otherwise to helping this young boy realize his dream. He went to St. Lucia not too long ago to try out this prosthetic leg, and it seems like all things are in place right about now for that to happen. I'm not sure if we got a news clip on this one. Missy, can we run it?
Sure, why not?
Let me run it so you guys could get a sense of what's really happening, because GBN has been pretty much vocal in championing the cause and sounding their horns as far as getting support for Tyler Smith. So if Master Control has that clip, we could run it. Let the folks understand and see where exactly we at with this right about now. Congratulations once again to the team. Also, the JW Fletcher, they have been instrumental in making this happen.
A number of Grenadians, groups and organizations have come forward to assist Tyler Smith on his journey towards getting a prosthetic leg. These include Rastakari, Misandra, and the National Lotteries Authority.
Last night when I saw, and they mentioned that they missed the opportunity because the parents didn't have the passage, I literally got upset. Figure, we have a future Paralympic star if he... so I mean, I think it's the right thing to do. That's about it.
On the news, and when I saw how active the child is, and he didn't let in that one leg keep him down. So that kind of pushed me. I feel it for him. So I said, let me try and help.
His procedure began earlier this week at the NCPD Prosthetic Rehabilitation and Repair Center in St. Lucia. In an exclusive interview on Friday, Glenn Alexander, a teacher accompanying Tyler, provided an update on what was done thus far and how much Tyler will be able to do with his new
with Tyler. He did his measurement, speaking to Tyler, being very active and energetic, and knowing where he lives and how he has to maneuver. The type of knee and leg was decided upon. And indeed, what I've seen, and even Tyler was happy to know that he could play football with the proposed leg that he is due to have.
Alexander explained that the services provided by the professionals at the organization is nothing short of exceptional. Tyler has had great motivation as two of the technicians also have prosthetic legs.
What touched me most is that the technicians are all guys who actually they have prosthetic legs, and it's like a moving moment to see how they work and interacted with Tyler, and just treat them as a son or as a brother, and it was very good. I must commend them for that publicly. Based on the discussion, is very soon. As a matter of fact, I never knew that they do so many things in St. Lucia, and I'm really hoping that we can use Tyler as an example to promote the work that is being done there.
Tyler shared his experience and expressed gratitude to those who made his trip a success.
It is very nice to know people that have prosthetic legs, just like me, and they're playing football. They are very active. It's good to know somebody who had a missing leg is doing something good. I'd like to say thank you to all the people that contribute for my flight to St. Lucia, accommodation, everything else.
Will have to return to St. Lucia in the coming weeks to have his leg fitted. The prosthetic leg comes at a cost of approximately 15,000 EC dollars, but is provided free of cost to Tyler at the NCPD Prosthetic Rehabilitation and Repair Center through the World Pediatric Project. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Absolutely fantastic. I love this story.
Oh man,
love it.
Touching story, right?
That's how you come together and make some things happen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, congrats to everyone, for teaming up, the family, friends, teachers, the school, students, everyone who's been supportive of this. Hats off to you for a job well done,
Can you imagine his excitement going back to school?
Yeah, and being
like
able to play sports and everything else is just truly amazing. Because the truth is, like mentioned, I mean, we have the Paralympics, which is a thing, so you never know what is going on there. We have a caller on the line. Perhaps we go to the phone lines and see what they have to say. Good morning, you're live.
Indeed, good morning, greetings. A very interesting story, the Tyler Smith one. But there is something beyond that Grenadians are missing, especially you people in the media. Tyler Smith, as any other Grenadian, is entitled to habilitation and rehabilitation in case of disabilities. There is an international convention on people with disabilities, which the colonial government of Grenada refuses to ratify and to domesticate the laws of the country to guarantee that all people with disabilities in this country, all young, male, female, whoever, receive what is expected of state parties to guarantee the rights into the future.
I'm happy that you brought that up because I was wondering in my mind. I said I'm happy that you brought that up because I was wondering in my mind if there was such a thing. So it's good to know that it exists. What's usually the process in terms of assistance from the state?
State parties, I invite you, young ladies, to Google the United Nations Convention on the Rights of People with Disabilities. Yes. Set out in 2008 for immediate implementation. And the colonial state of Grenada refuses to attend to the people's rights. It's there. Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Thanks for calling. Interesting. Gary, did you know that?
No. Thanks a lot, Mr. Rolo, for sharing that. Always passionate and as always. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Let's hope that as he pointed out, that the state does more in terms of lending assistance to, of course, disabled folks here in the north. But how was that? You notice when Tyler put on the legs, he was jumping up like if you always had it on? That was just on one.
Excellent. We're going to take a quick break, and of course, when we come back, we'll dive into a little bit more conversation. It is Good Morning Grenada right here.
As GBN brings you coverage of this year's Hero CPL, there will be some adjustments to our programming lineup. On Tuesday 13th and Wednesday 14th September 2022, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN TV News will be at 6 p.m. and repeated right after the CPL match. Transitions will be rebroadcast after the GBN News repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with sports coverage.
This could be out. Brilliant catch. What a stunning catch.
The biggest party in sports, the Caribbean Premier League, is back and live on GBN television. Capture the energy, excitement, and euphoria of the beloved game. 34 matches, 6 teams, only one to be crowned champion. The action starts August 31st and runs until September 30th. Live on GBN television and K105.5 and 105.9. It's no carnival, but you will enjoy the mass.
And you're kidding me! You are kidding me!
GBN's broadcast of the Hero CPL is made possible by Republic Bank, we're the one for you. Habats, National Lotteries Authority, Demerara Mutual Life, Grenlec, Kenish Trucking, Webisco and Bermudas, Consumers Guarantee Insurance, and Had-On Plus.
vaccine safety is always a top priority. Like other vaccines, the COVID-19 vaccines being developed have been through the same trial phases and rigorous process required for all vaccines. Global efforts on the development of the vaccines are built on existing research from previous coronaviruses like MERS and SARS-1. As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for their broad use in the population, be reassured that they will continue to be monitored to identify any adverse events. Your safety is our top priority. Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
Mr. mentioned the wing kai, then you have things like man, you must come back, you know. We have the low power there.
It is kind of like the same man, and it's just different name for the same kind of thing.
And last but not least, I just want to say to all the men who saw me, call me, and ask for a piece of cake. I'm baking this weekend.
Join us Fridays at 8 on GBN Television, K105 FM, GBN's Facebook page, and YouTube channel for We Culture.
Something about this beat does make me feel like, yeah. It's one of those give you confidence type of vibe songs. I don't know why. Does it have any effect on you, Gary? No?
Yeah, listen, all of Yaksta's songs have an effect, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the only song I know of him.
Really?
From him, yeah. Or unless I don't, because it's a new name in my brain.
Let me send you a playlist.
All right, cool. Set me up.
Yeah.
Y'all, 8 minutes to 8.
Song, man.
It is, well, this song is kind of old.
Yeah.
Well, not old, but
other releases after that.
Ah, well, educate me, DJ. I am ready.
Yeah, I'm going to send you a playlist.
8 to 8 right here on the morning time. We have a few more minutes, but we're going to dive into some conversation surrounding the late Queen Elizabeth II.
Yeah. Well, top officials within the government have ushered in the reign of King Charles through the signing of a declaration on Monday. All right. Now, I want you all to listen to that ushering, that signing in of the declaration on Monday. It effectively, of course, changes the wording of, you know, instead of queen, you go to king, and you know some level of pledging support and allegiance now, and some of the words that were used kind of like hey, we in 2022, that dread, you know, certain words like the
well, maybe let's see it and then we, you know,
y'all listen to it.
You're here teasing us and we're like, we know what we want to know more.
Yeah, listen, and tell me if it doesn't give some of you all pause, really, or chill. Listen.
All right, so we're having a little jam there. We're gonna try again, but I guess you could keep on talking until we get to it.
I think we got it. No.
Let's see. All right, so we're here. Good morning, Grenada. 6 minutes on to 8 o'clock here. We're having a little conversation surrounding the Queen, the late Queen Elizabeth II, and change over to that one.
Grenada has joined the rest of the Commonwealth in affirming its commitment to do what is necessary for the ascension to the throne by King Charles III as head of state. This comes as Grenada's Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell and Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile La Grenade signed a declaration on Monday morning.
Whereas it hath pleased Almighty God to call to his mercy our late sovereign, Lady Queen Elizabeth II, of blessed and glorious memory, by whose decease the crown is solely and rightfully come to the high and mighty Prince Charles Philip Arthur George. We, therefore, Cecile Ellen Fleuret La Grenade, Governor General of Grenada, Honorable Deacon Amos Thomas Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada, assisted by other members of the Houses of Parliament and citizens here do present, do now hereby, with one voice and consent of town and heart, publish and proclaim that the high and mighty Prince Charles Philip Arthur George is now, by the death of our late sovereign of happy and glorious memory, become our only lawful and rightful Lord Charles III, by the grace of God, King of Grenada, and of his other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth, to whom we acknowledge all faith and constant obedience, with all hearty and humble affection, beseeching God, by whom all kings and queens do reign, to bless the royal King Charles III with long and happy years to reign over us.
Prime Minister Mitchell and Dame Cecile also paid tribute to Queen Elizabeth II, expressing their condolences on her passing through the signing of the condolence book for the late Queen. Members of Cabinet, along with Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin, also signed the book on Monday morning at the GG's residence. Her Majesty's Queen Elizabeth passed on Thursday, 8 September. Her last visit to Grenada was the year 1996. For GBN News, I'm Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
All right, there we have it. We actually have a call on the line, probably our only call we're able to squeeze in. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, and how are you?
I'm fine.
I admire the PM and the Governor General. You see how he humble and he respects authority and he honor those that are honor is due unto. May people take that footstep and have respect and honor those who are to be honored. Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we're all subjects.
Gary.
We have to be honor.
I don't know. You made it sound really bad. I don't know if I know it was that bad.
You mean
you hype up the thing as if it was like
listen,
it's ceremonial and yeah, because it's why you think mighty should only be used for God. Perhaps I'm trying to understand what's wrong with high and mighty.
What's not wrong with
well, you tell me what is wrong, because at the end of the day,
I those are attributes that I would ascribe only to God, and I don't know, and where's the other one by? She said the late happy and glow in the memory of the. All right, listen, let's get Republic done quick, eh? Let's get it done quick. This, I don't know, I know I'm not being very popular by saying what I'm saying right now. I'm not being very popular.
Well,
but
it's not whether popular or not. I think a lot of people a lot of people are in support of Grenada becoming a republic. That's a whole separate conversation. So is your issue saying that you don't like the fact that we have a monarch, we're part of the monarchy, or we have a king that is not Grenadian? Trying to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, some of the words used, the verbiage used, sounds very colonial. Sounds like we still,
The language we're speaking is colonial. You ready to talk about that one?
Well, that's a different conversation, right?
But it's to me, the conversation, the words there is just, it's a typical language used by the monarchs. It's not anything out of the ordinary. And in fact, I've heard worse. Anyways, though, I have to lock it off now.
Hold on. Well, let's 1 second. I'm not attacking the GG
BBC
or the
News
PM.
is about to start. All right.
Yeah, because it's what it's supposed to do. I'm just saying.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to lock it off right here. BBC News heading you over there right now. All right. Thanks for locking in to Good Morning Grenada.
That's the